Hi team. So, more days in isolation because of this virus. No worries. We'll keep working on what we can. It's all we can do. So, all you need today is a tool and it's your gi jacket. If you only have one gi, well then don't worry about wearing your gi and just grab your jacket. This exercise is going to be great for building strength first in your grips, which is arguably one of the strongest, most valuable strengths you could have is strong grips. So we're going to be working that, which is going to be your hands and forearms. We're also going to be working our core stability by laying on our backs. So engaging our core so we don't rock side to side, which I'll explain later in the video. And we're also starting to combine some techniques with the lasso and some spider guard stuff and things like that. This training is absolutely beneficial. I guarantee it is, because there was a stage back when I was a colour belt, I was using the lasso a lot. And I was getting to training nice and early because I just went straight from work. So I used to grab the gi and I used to do a lot of these drills, and I know it was beneficial. So I've started doing them again because it's all I can. I've got no training partners, I can't train. So I've actually been doing these, and there's other videos I've been putting out as well while in isolation. It's all we can do. Combining that with some yoga and stuff, it's really good, and some running and whatever. So today's basically going to start with some spider guard stuff. Firstly, grips, let me brush over that. We all know our grips, what's legal and what's not. Firstly, fingers inside the cuff is illegal, give you a penalty. We can't be doing that, can we? So we've got to practice this like we would when we're rolling. Have your fingers outside the gi, yeah? You can do the 4-finger grip on the outside like this, no problem. Or you can do a pistol grip. Here, make sure though you leave a little bit of sleeve left, because you're never gonna have a pistol grip where it's over the whole sleeve, or like this or something. There's no time when that's really ever gonna be used. So, no point. Practice it. I like to do this one, yeah? It puts a little bit more stress on your hand and fingers, which will be more beneficial for building strength. Okay, so you're gonna get your jacket, you're gonna grab your fingers on the outside of the sleeve, and you're just gonna start by warming up your grips. Feet in. About midway down the arm, so where the elbow joint would be, where you'd be playing generally with like a spider guard. And when I'm doing this as well, I'm starting to try and get to wake my toes up as well. So my toes are sort of gripping over the top of the gi. So if I was playing spider guard, my toes sort of do a little bit of this. So a little bit extra, yeah? So that's what we're doing right now. Now we're just waking up the hands by some pulling action, okay? Just a bit of pulling. So you're keeping tension always on the sleeves. Keep that tension. Keep that tension. Sort of pulsating a little bit of grip strength, waking up those hands. You know, again, make this as fun as you can. Put some music on. You can do it in front of watching a movie or whatever. Just start picturing, you're doing jits, and, think about what it's going to be like when you're back on the mat or whatever, or how this is going to work for you. You're going to start using this in your A game or whatever. It's good just to be still staying active. Keep your mind in the game. All right, so now we've woken up the hands a little bit. We're going to start rocking. I'll just change the angle. Okay, we're going to start rocking on our backs. So I bring my knees in and rocking on my back. Now I'm trying to compress my thighs, my upper legs to my chest and my shoulders by keeping my hips flat on the floor, or as flat as I can. I'm mobile, but in some areas not. I'm trying to avoid this. So keep the hips flat and pull in. Here. And up. And pull in. Always keeping the tension on the sleeves, okay? Keep that tension. And up. And pull in. Now, a goal for this is not to lose your balance in all these drills. So losing balance meaning just falling off to the side. Yeah, you want to keep stable on your back, that takes a bit of core work, I think. So we're here. All right, now, rocking back, pulling in. You can do this as many times as you like. And back up. Now, the next stage is we're going to pull with our hands, knees in, and straighten one leg and pull the other. Always keeping tension. So still got tension through my hands, even though my leg, one's pulling and one's pushing. Both hands are still tension. And switch. See, like this? Pull, push, pull and push. Keeping those hips to the floor, close to the floor, and always keeping that tension and not losing our balance. Good. You can rock forward and back. Start to play with this a little bit. Keeping the constant pull. Pull the knees in. So you can sort of do your own little routine once you get these few exercises down. The next thing we're going to do is what we call a lasso, okay? And lasso, if you have a good lasso, man, that is such a nightmare to pass. Lasso guard is a frustrating guard to be on the passing end of. So really, we all want, if we're playing guard, to have some sort of lasso. How it works, basically, real quick, you're laying down, I'll give you a different angle, and straighten one leg. Now to start it, pull on the sleeve, and I put my hand near my hip, and I go over the top, around and through, okay? Go over the top, around and through. Keep your hand curling around your hip, nice and close to your hip. So this is a basic lasso sitting here. Now I go undo, put your foot back in, other side, so straighten, pull, your foot comes out, over the top, around and through. So you tighten up around the gi and my hand curls around my hip. Undo, so foot comes out, around, puts it back on the elbow sort of area, pull, foot out, over the top, around and through. And a little tip, you curl your forearm around your hip like this, makes it really tight, okay? You don't want to have your hands lassoing out here. Yeah, you want to bring it through so your partner's hand's really caught on your hip, okay? And through. So there's a few little routines. We've got the pulling to your chest, straighten one, kick the other, switching side to side. You've got the lasso one, and so forth. Now, you can also start to sit up and change angles as well while doing these techniques. See, I'm rolling and roll up on my shoulders and change the angle. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, lasso, and start to get super playful with it. And then you start to really visualize, and you know, you're not in a match, but at least you feel like you're doing something, you know? You're getting that little bit of a jiu-jitsu hit, you know, that we're all craving right now. Well, I definitely am, I tell you, right? So if you really use your imagination, you can sort of get that you're having something, some sort of roll, okay? And it's good for you, it's good for you. You can start to even invert. So you could be like a, you know, rolling through on your shoulders here. Start to combine it with some techniques of rolling as well, meaning like body rolls, you know? And get super playful with it and keep pulling, and you can almost have like some sort of workout with it. Yeah. You get the idea. So that's a couple of ideas you could do just with your gi. Now, my heart rate's already gone up a little. My fingers have definitely woken up, my forearms. You know, I've worked on hooking up that lasso muscle memory. I've worked on a little bit of core stuff. So, and that was a few minutes. You could combine this with other videos, the workout videos or whatever, your own shorter workout, do some study. And if you do this daily, okay, you will progress. You'll get back on the mat with some new ideas and some new things. You have no choice. You have no choice. So keep training, everyone. Keep positive. I miss everyone so much. I miss rolling, but we'll be back on the mat and everyone will be back to normal before we know it. Get your training in today. See you soon.